Welcome to our channel and welcome to another stock analysis video. If bago ka pa lang sa channel, I am inviting you to subscribe and like our video. Here in my channel, nagsishare ako ng mga personal technical analysis ko and I select 5 random stocks to analyze sa channel. I am using weekly time frame. So, why weekly time frame? Kasi I find the weekly time frame suited para sa mga kagaya ko na into full-time trading. So, if you have 9 to 5 job or even walang time para tumutok sa charting, baka makatulong sa itong charting lessons natin in this video. Bago tayo mag-proceed sa mga stocks for this week, let's have a recap muna sa Philippine Stock Exchange Index. So, slightly uptrend si Philippine Stock Exchange Index natin or yung market natin this week, and for the candles, slightly moving sideways yung mga candle natin, and take nag-close siya currently sa red candle. This last candle natin around 6,300 level, and short-term bias natin dito is still bullish for the market kasi and the resistance would be around the 6,000, almost near the 6,600 level. Ito yung magiging resistance natin, kung titignan natin yung possible, trend nung index or nung market natin. Then ise-set ko yung, support natin probably around this, 50-day moving average natin or itong red line natin around the 6,200. So what will happen is if the market break out sa 6,600, we can see the market to have a good run. Yan, possible magkaroon ng bull run dito pag na-breakout niya 'to 6,600. Otherwise, kung mag-breakdown naman siya dito sa 6,200, medyo magkakaroon tayo ng pababa na market. So, ito muna yung, analysis natin for the Philippine Stock Exchange. So, let's proceed with our selected stocks for this video. Una sa listahan natin is Manila Electric Company o si Meralco. So, Meralco, yung mga candlesticks niya, nasa taas. Candles are up the moving average. So, meaning for me, the stock is bullish. So, I expect Meralco na magkaroon ng breakout in the coming week. And leading na rin siya sa 52-week high. So, to determine yung mga important levels, first, titingin muna ako dun sa left side niya if may tatamaan ba siyang mga significant resistance levels. So, titingin tayo dito sa left side niya if meron bang tatamaan. So, in the case of wala tayong makitang resistance levels on the left side. So, ang next na gagawin ko dito to identify important key levels is maghahanap muna ako ng, magpa-plot ako ng, Darvas box niya or yan, box niya dito. So, hanapin ko muna yung breakout niya dun sa 20-day moving average. Dun ako titingin ng low niya. So, in this case, ang pinakamalapit na low niya is this one. Then ipa-plot ko siya as yung lower part ng box. Then yung top ng box naman niya, titignan ko lang dito sa pinakamataas niya, or puwede kong gumamit ng tail or nung body nung candle. So here, made-determine ko na yung initial box ni Meralco. So what I will be doing next is ido-duplicate ko yung box. Then yung top nung second box, ito yung magiging pinaka-resistance level ko. So what it means here is 'pag na-breakout ni Meralco itong initial box niya, ang possible na magiging target price niya or resistance level area niya would be around this level. Itong part na 'to, around 'yan 699 to 700. Then ito yung puwedeng maging key resistance level niya na magkakaroon ng bentahan around the 700, almost 700 area. Then yung support naman, I'll be using the 20-day moving average, itong green line natin, as the initial support naman. na 'pag bumaba naman siya dito, magkakaroon ng sell down or magkakaroon ng discontinuation nung, uptrend movement niya. So, let's proceed with our next stock. Next, our stock is RLC, Robinsons Land Corporation. So, si Robinson naman if naspatan mo siya from the breakout niya dito or within the 20-day moving average, pinaka-best na gawin dito right now is to determine the resistance area or yung take profit or yun mag-set ka ng condition kung saan ka mag-e-exit. So, pwede mong gawin is to find the resistance level dito. And sa case ni RLC, titingin na tayo ulit dito sa left side niya kung ano ba yung mga key resistance level niya na puwedeng tamaan. So, here in RLC, puwede niyang initially tamaan ito, dito banda, pi around 19.89 or almost 20. Ito yung magiging key level niya. So, puwede puwede mong gawin dito is mag-partial sell ka when it hits the 19.89 to 20. And puwede kang mag-partial sell or sell all na din if happy ka sa mga gains mo. Then look for other opportunities or puwede ka rin gumamit ng moving averages, like itong 20-day moving average. 'Pag bumaba na siya dun sa 20-day moving average, dun ka mag-e-exit or magse-sell. So, these two strategy though meron silang mga consequence which you need to overcome as a traders kasi puwede kang mapa-exit ng mas maaga or puwede ring bumaba yung gains mo dahil hinintay mo pang ma-hit yung 20-day moving average. So, maraming, possible scenarios na mangyari dito but the important thing here, important mindset dito is when you exit, is exit when you are okay with your gains. So, personally ako 'pag na-gain na yung mga hawak ko, then I decided to exit, hindi ko na tinitingnan ulit yung stocks. So, para makontrol ko yung emotion ko towards the stocks. Next, on our list is FNI, Global Ferronicals Holdings. So, si FNI naman, is a breakout stock in the making naman. Yan, napapansin ko na possible magkaroon ng breakout dito. And yung mga past candles niya, yun, pagkaroon ng malaking candle dito, nagkaroon muna siya ng consolidation. Which for me is a good sign na malakas yung stock and mataas yung probability na magkaroon ng continuation. Dito ang gagawin ko lang is to identify key resistance level. Yun, palagi kong ulit-ulit nasasabi na identify the key resistance level. So yun, titingin ulit ako sa left side ng chart to check for resistance. So for FNI, possible resistance niya would be, initial resistance will be around this level and almost two levels. And mapapansin natin kasi nagkaroon siya ng support before dito, then nagkakaroon naman siya ng resistance. So possible ito yung i-revisit niya na resistance levels. So, ito yung important key level, when you will be trading FNI. Possible ito yung breakout, area or resistance level na ta-try ni FNI ma-breakout. Once na ma-breakout nito, we'll look for another resistance level. So, mga banda dito na siya yung susunod. Pagka-breakout niya dito, ito yung pinaka almost up 2.95 or ₱3. Medyo psychological price siya kaya kapag nag-breakout siya dito possible magkaroon ng consolidation dito and attempt to hit the ₱3 levels. So, for the stops naman, we could consider pa rin 'tong 20-day moving average as the support area or support level. 'Pag bumaba siya dito sa 20-day moving average natin and you could consider exiting the stocks or, you can use this exit sa 20-day moving average natin. Next on our list is RFM Corporation. So, si RFM naman strong uptrend stock din. And similar siya kay RLC. So what we need to do here is to plot yung resistance level ni RFM. So titingin ulit tayo sa left side niya to determine key resistance level. So possible key resistance level niya next would be around here. around 6 level, 6.09. So, puwede natin gamitin 'to as our key target price to exit or other way naman din for us to maximize din yung run ni RFM, yun especially if you were able to spot this stock dito pa lang sa breakout niya dito or dito sa breakout niya sa 20-day moving average is use the 20-day moving average as your trail stock para mas ma-maximize yung potential profit na pwede natin makuha kay RFM. But reminder, this is not a guarantee maximum gain kasi pwede rin magkaroon ng bigla ng bad news or yun market, magkaroon ng sell down dito sa market and bumulusok siya pababa. So that it is why important to have your own conditions when to enter or when to exit yan kasi baka biglang bumaba naman 'to, eh, di sayang yung gains na kinita mo sana with RFM. Then last on our list is GT Cap. So, if titignan naman natin si GET Cap sa bigger picture yan kung titignan natin siya sa mas malaking bigger picture, mapapansin natin na up and down lang talaga si, GT Cap nagtataas baba lang siya around dito sa mga around 500 actually 500 level yan. 500 level hanggang dito sa 730 level. 'Pag nare-reach niya 'to 730 level, 'yan bababa siya almost mahigit yung 500 tataas ulit. And 'pag narating niya ulit dito bababa ulit siya. Kaya kung titignan natin ng pahaba, gano'n lang yung trend ni GT Cap. And kung mapapansin natin triple top na din talaga si ano, 1, 2, 3. So potentially malakas yung chance na magkaroon na ng breakout possibly kay JD Cap Holding 'pag na-breakout na niya 'tong 730 price level niya. And 'yun ito yung need natin bantayan if mabe-breakout na ba ni GT Cap then, possible resistance niya would be around here. Ito kasi yung may resistance level niya around 900 level. So, ito yung mga kailangan natin bantayan kay GT Cap. And that's all for our stocks for this video. If you find the video helpful, please like and share. If mayroon kayong requests or insights sa mga stocks na napag-usapan natin sa video, just share your thoughts sa comments and re-replyan natin yan. Hanggang sa susunod and thank you for watching.